to Fila O Fila with myself, Emma Fadeka, and I'm doing this with OK Joseph and NYB. Well, we're bringing you all the exclusive topics, some juicy stories, how we do it, and even some exclusive conversations, as I said earlier, right here on OnePlay Africa. So tune in and let's have fun. Hello, guys. What's up?
Yeah. So good.
You good?
Yes, okay. I'm good.
So NYB, right?
Yes.
Okay, Nana Yao. Wiredu Duah. So you say you remember your name.
Yes, and you pronounce it correctly.
Yes. So okay, Joseph, the biggest okay. How are you?
I'm good.
Okay, so let's get right into the story, shall we? Okay.
Yes, we shall.
So over the weekend, Medical gave a big shout out to Shatta Wale. Right, and he did that at the NDC Victory concert organized by the youth wing of the NDC party. And after the shout-out, he did something. He actually performed a song from Stonebwoy. And then a little background story. We all know Stonebwoy was dropped, from the concert. So I want to ask. Let me start with NYB. What do you think about what Medical did?
All the filler.
All the filler. Give us the juice.
What do I think about what he did?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's deep, honestly speaking.
Okay.
Looking at the relationship Medical has with Shatta Wale, it's very understandable that he's going to give Shatta Wale a shout out, especially after the momentous showing in Jamaica. Mm-hmm. Plus, I think even Shatta Wale posted Medical's artwork of him performing at the Victory concert. You get it? For him playing the Stonebwoy song, it's an industry, and I think it's a song that also features Medical.
Yes.
So it's a song which is part of his catalog. You get it, and it's a song that keeps the crowd growing. But I didn't see anybody in the crowd doing any away or anything.
Yeah.
You get it. But it was interesting seeing the reaction of the people who supposedly did not want Stonebwoy jamming to a Stonebwoy song.
Okay.
So it was.
Okay, what do you think?
Yeah, so Medical with the shout-outs, there's nothing big with it. Because we all know he owns his loyalty to SM. Yeah. Okay, so there's no big deal with him performing on the night and then giving Shatta Wale a shout-out. Yeah. And with the performance he did with Stonebwoy's song, I think he was leaving the stage when he dropped that song. And he was on the song. Okay, and in 2015, Kokeke was one of the biggest songs to hit Ghana. And so for Medical to perform the song on the night, I think people are drawing conversations from it because they feel like Stonebwoy was dropped and then his song was played or performed on the night. But Medical was not the only person who performed his song on the night. Some NDC executives mounted the stage and sang his song. Yeah. So it's not a big deal. Stonebwoy is a craft, one of the biggest in Ghana for over the last 5 years and beyond. And so I know that you can't host any show or any events and not play his song. Mm-hmm. You definitely end up playing something from Stonebwoy. So it's not a big deal.
So based on what both of you said, I think you guys are trying to talk about the fact that Medical is trying to preach peace. Am I right?
Yeah, I'm talking about peace.
No, he's trying to preach peace between Stonebwoy and then Shatta Wale, right? Because why the way you are looking at
I don't think he's trying to preach peace.
Okay.
He gave shout out to his friend and performed a popular verse of a song. There's nothing peace here. There's nothing peaceful.
But also it could be so from what she's saying, because we know there is something happening between them, and now he's a mutual friend.
Yes,
he has always been a mutual friend. He's not in the.
He's the middleman.
Make we know put something in the. He gives shout out to Shatta.
He performed Stonebwoy.
He didn't even. He just performed his song.
Okay.
It's not even about Stonebwoy. He performed a song that he's
on
that is popular. Yeah. That gets the crowd going. Okay. Kelvin Boy did a similar thing right after saying the full mafia. We stepped on Ash Promise stage and performed Kokeke.
Yeah.
The song is the song. It's not about relationship or peace.
Okay.
So I think this tells us about Stonebwoy's artistry, that you can't have a music conversation in Ghana and drop him.
Eish.
Oh yes. You can't have a music conversation in Ghana and say you won't talk about Stonebwoy. This proves how big he is and how influential he has been in the music industry.
The only time he gets dropped is Victory Concert.
Okay. So moving on, Kidi believes that KSS, that's Kweju Sheldon, his list for the artist of the year, it was wrong. Well, let me read some of the fans' comments before we discuss. So one fan said, Kidi too cry, why? And then another one said, by now, Kidi regrets tweeting LOL. Okay, so let me still start with NYB. What do you think?
What do I think?
About the list KSS drop? So I think the list, we have Kim Paluta there, we have Kim Promise there, we have Kweku Smoke, we have Fameye, we have Stonebwoy, and then we have Sakwa there. But Kidi wasn't part.
Yes. Kidi wasn't. So
Kweku Smoke was in the list?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Kweku Smoke was there.
So my personal view on the list is the list is invalid.
Okay.
A list without Dope Nation is not a list.
Let me
just for artists of the year.
Yeah, let me just put it out there.
Okay.
They give 3 bangers.
Straight.
Yeah.
So if they are not in your artist of the year list, then it's a bogus list.
Yeah.
You get it. So that's the first one. Now Kidi's reaction. First of all, Kidi. Which of the camera will they face me? I want to tell Kidi something.
This is personal.
Yes, because I need us to understand. First of all, Kidi, artist of the year conversation.
You know the inside.
You know the part.
No, at all.
No.
Not even from last 2 years.
The closest you will get be song of the year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think he had one hit.
Lomo.
Yeah.
And you don't expect to be in artist of the year category. So that LOL self was misplaced. I probably was maybe expecting Dope Nation to come and comment.
Yeah.
But not a Kidi. You get it. And for the people at KSS, I love what they are doing. They sneakingly sneaked in Kweku Smoke, but yeah, no, nothing
better.
Nothing. But at least without Dope Nation, it's not a valid list because they worked hard.
Yeah.
And they deserve to be mentioned. And Kidi, like the fans are saying, you see, sometimes when you deserve something, people will defend you.
Yeah.
Kidi type the LOL, see what the fans are saying. So Kidi, better luck 2025 and beyond. But this year, any awards scheme we're going to nominate you for Artist of the Year, I will protest.
Then they deceive you.
Yeah,
But
deceive all of us.
Before I move on, who are you rooting for?
For Artist of the Year?
Yes.
KP,
Okay.
aka,
Can promise.
The commercial people are doing KP. KP to Kim Paluta.
Yeah. It's Kim Paluta, yeah.
But I don't think Kim Paluta is in the picture.
No.
Oh, why do you think he dropped this album? Oh, because of Artist of the Year.
But I don't think he fits it with me.
But not for this year. No. Not for this one.
Oh, that one day. I know he's going to get nominated.
Yeah, definitely.
But personally, this year, as in 2024, Artist of the Year, I think I already tweeted it. Let me just officially state it here. Can Promise is the front runner. He's the one I'm going to talk about for Artist of the Year. So that one is straight
forward.
Yes.
So, okay. Well, what do you have to say about Kidi?
So with the Dope Nation conversation, I can't go there. But
why can't you go there? Don't they deserve it?
I can predict his. I'm sure he's going for Stonebwoy.
Mizo. Asabone.
Oh
no, but
I think it's not just the songs you would need to get the Artist of the Year. You need other stuff.
They were on all the major platforms.
Yeah. But no, more reason I don't want to talk about the Dope Nation conversation. I don't want to go there is because I feel like over the years, Dope Nation has been sidelined a lot in the industry. Okay. And so even if you blow their trumpets, they are still going to be sidelined. Okay. And so I don't want to go there. Because see, some of the major jargons we have in town is from the camp of Dope Nation. Yeah. Some of the major terms you can use in town is from Dope Nation. And so if over the years we've not had them in the conversation, I wish they could be there. But you know, the industry is the industry. And so I don't want to talk about them. And with Kidi's comments, it comes as a surprise to me because himself, he knows that he's not supposed to be in the conversation. Even when he was in the conversation years back, he didn't win it. And now that he has not really worked hard to fit into the category, who in the category will he say he worked hard to match? Even Kweku Smoke, who has been chipped in there, he worked so hard.
Yeah.
And so Kidi's comments, I don't think it comes at the right time.
Okay.
Maybe he should work extremely hard next time, and then he'll get into the conversation. Because even with his concerts, it cannot match Kweku Smoke, who was chipped in. It cannot match. The Leko concerts cannot match Kweku Smoke's concerts. And so how does he want to fit into the conversation of Artist of the Year? No, for me, Kidi is not fit in there.
Okay, good to hear. So let's move on to our next story.
But
So, okay.
I'm rooting for...
Anyway, I forgot to ask you, but I know it's Stone Boy. Prove me wrong.
Okay.
Stone Boy.
Honestly, I'm not
Are you
certain.
sure? I think Stone Boy really worked hard. He did.
Sure. Sometimes nobody is saying that nobody works hard.
Okay.
Stone Boy, in fact, I think I made a post. Stone Boy is the hardest working artist of 2024.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hardest working.
Yes.
Hardest working.
Hardest working.
Hardest. Yeah.
But it doesn't necessarily make him the best artist of 2024. Yes, he released an album, but all of you will admit that the album did not make the impact.
Yes.
That one.
Let's be truthful to
Yeah, it didn't.
You get it.
Yeah.
So those are some of the reasons. Yes.
Okay.
And there was a lot of residue or benefit from winning the Artist of the Year. You get it. So he's really worked hard.
Yeah.
But in terms of someone who encompasses like every single aspect, taking Ghana outside of Ghana, locally still reigning, still had a great event.
Yeah.
That's why I'm rooting for Kim Promise.
Oh, Kim Promise.
You know, Dope Nation. I said
Sorry,
they have to
sorry.
be there.
They have to be in the list.
That's why I'm rooting for
Yeah.
Kim Promise.
Okay.
You get it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's so good. But I think you also go with Kim Promise. I mean, I've seen his demeanor. The demeanor.
So who will you go for?
Oh, no. Actually, I have two artists I think have worked hard.
Hey.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So initially, you know, in some of my conversations I've had coming up the year, I said Stone Boy was going to be in the picture for Artist of the Year because we can't take him out. I've said it times and over again. But looking at the quantum of work Kim Promise has also done today, I said that I'm looking at either a Kim Promise win or a Stone Boy win. Okay. So if Kim Promise wins for the night, I'm good. Okay. If Stone Boy wins, anybody who wins aside these two people, Shatta House has a lot of questions to answer. Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to our next story. So musician Osei Sikeni, right? He pulled his trigger of his handgun in a crowd after a slight provocation during an argument over his missing cap. I mean cap. Okay, let me start. Let me start with you. What do you think?
Okay, so prior to the event, before I talk about it, I want to ask the organizers of that particular event how tight security was. Yeah. Okay, because if someone like me on NY or NYB, we are going into the same venue, I think we'll be checked.
Yeah.
For weapons and other things. We won't be allowed to take weapons in. So is the industry or are some particular people favored when it comes to these things? Because I don't believe in the first place he should have been allowed to bring it in. Okay. But that aside, the filler in this thing is not just about him pulling out the gun. Okay. The filler, why he pulled out the gun was that he felt, aside his cap being removed, he felt he was being robbed.
Yeah.
That is why he pulled out the gun.
Okay.
But also, is he pulling the gun right?
Okay.
Should his case be treated as the same as medical's case? Because with medical's case, medical was in his house and he pulled it out. But in Osei Krumsikeni's case, he was in a crowd. So what if the trigger mistakenly went off?
Yeah.
We would have had situations on the grounds. Okay. So I think Ghana Police Service should handle the case the same as they handled medical's case. That is what I think.
Okay, but don't you think as
Self defense.
Self-defense, yes.
No, with me,
Because
I don't
you
think
are saying it could be because he was being tried to be
Robbed,
robbed,
yeah.
right? So don't you think it was self-defense? Because if that is what you are coming to do, then let me scare you with this.
when it comes to guns, there's nothing about scaring. No. He wasn't trying to scare anyone. Okay. But yes, it could be self-defense. But I feel like for the moment, no, it wasn't right. Because he has security all over him. Okay. So pulling out a gun himself, I don't think it was right for the moment.
Okay. So NYB, what do you think?
So to answer your question of the search, so we have different type of shows and different type of security measures.
Exactly.
As you could see, this was not like a big show. It was more of a town show.
Yeah.
With town shows, they don't search anybody. That's the first
yeah.
bit. Because even with the Shatta House organized event, we saw an incident. If you mention him, we saw an incident. But this one, they don't search anyone. But I feel the organizers should have provided adequate security
exactly.
for the artists. If sometimes you are put in a corner, you tend to react. in a manner which might not be right, because like you mentioned, his cap was taken, and probably he felt he was being robbed, like you said, and he needed to take control of the situation, and the only way he could do that was pull out a weapon. As of now, I cannot ascertain whether it was a real gun or a toy gun, because
once it was pulled out, we think it's a gun.
Yes, but
every gun is a gun.
Yes, but we cannot ascertain whether it was
real or
fake, because we were not there.
Yeah,
and I don't think we've seen properly the weapon he discharged.
Yeah,
you get it. So most of the things you are going to say is based on assumption.
Exactly.
Ideally, from where I'm standing, I can say self-defense, but
but no, there's a but.
But that's not for me to determine. That is for him to determine. So I agree with the call of you suggesting the Ghana police call him and ask him and investigate. Was it a real gun? If it is a real gun, was it a registered gun to him? Does he have the right to carry
it along? Yeah.
That's the first one. Then they have to determine what necessitated him to pull it out, clock it, and shoot. Because he actually shot. You get it?
Yeah.
So all these are things the Ghana police really need to kind of investigate and find out, to see, because you can't just, in as much as you are being attacked, there is a level of force you are required before you can even shoot.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
So they need to evaluate whether the situation was dire enough. Was he really at risk for him to pull that gun? If he wasn't at risk, first of all, take away the license. If it's a real gun, that's right. Take away the license.
Yeah.
And if he did something against, like if it's against the law, prosecute him.
Sure.
That is where he's going to have his lawyer defend that it was self-defense or it was not self-defense.
Okay.
But it wasn't a good look, because, like he said, any mistake could have resulted in people getting hurt or casualty. Because if you are here and someone pulls a gun, me, if I see gun, I go around. I'm not going to the place safe. I will move my body. So imagine people seeing him take the gun, shoot, and there was they decided to run.
Yeah.
Would have caused a stampede.
Sure.
And in this country, we take things too lightly.
Yeah.
So this is something that needs to be investigated.
Okay.
And if he's caught at the other side, prosecuted, if they'll jail him. If they'll find him, they should find him.
6 months.
If they would release him based on the fact that it was actually self-defense, then we have precedence. You get it.
Exactly.
But it shouldn't be something we should
Take
encourage.
lightly.
As artists, you need to always have extra security. If anybody is drawing a gun, it's not supposed to be the artist. You need to have security. You need to have team that is going to protect you and all that. So say Chrome needs to get his act right, get a solid team, get security. That's why Shatta Wale would always be moving around with security, because in case of any yawa, he needs people to come in and defend him. You get it. So say Chrome should learn his lesson, but we shouldn't let it just fly under the radar. I believe it needs to be investigated.
Yeah. Well, that's a wrap, guys. Thank you for joining us, and do well to comment, like, and subscribe to the channel, and then hit on the notification bell too, so that you don't miss out on content like this. It's Fila O Fila, and we'll see you all next time.